Celtics comes up empty with his first try.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Raptors, look, it took 5 Marcus Smart threes in the fourth quarter to win a close game. So it's not like you've been done.
In this series ASAP, starting tonight in Game 3. We need more out of Gasol. Here's VanVleet, three-pointer is up, no, and cleared away. Smart, the hot hand so far, and he's missed on a couple of tries from three-point range. VanVleet puts one up, in and out.
And that's what Nick Nurse wants
for that last time out. Just a little bit of history, too, with Rebecca's report about the urgency of the Raptors. Nice lead for Tice as he is fouled. Ibaka on the floor for the first time. Gasol gets a breather. And there's a nice hit. That's what they needed. Fred VanVleet sees one.
2 up high, 1 on the side to get to the rim.
What a weapon that Boston has. Walker matching Lowry now with 11 points. Ooh, Powell delivers run right between the... Anunoby gets deep, and it's denied by Williams. Another block shot for Boston. Shot clock at 2, and off the window. It won't go for Siakam.
Per minute shooting out here somewhere.
Has been search mode for Toronto in this series thus far. On the take, can't get it to go. VanVleet gets it back, second chance opportunity, and finally Toronto sees one. Tatum gets a step, drives, that little hero step. Can't get the layup to go. On the push, Siakam. Here's VanVleet now. VanVleet hangs. That's going to be an offensive foul going the other way.
Making the right read is one thing, but to make that read quickly is another. And that's where Brad Stevens says Tatum is really growing as a player. That right now he's getting to that point where he can anticipate the defense.
Here for Boston. Stan, it all started. Toronto had 3 turnovers in a 4-possession stretch that all led to points, led to a quick 6-0 burst. Boston has their largest lead. Gasol game 0 for 5, Stan, but his first made 3 of the night, and that's been a familiar theme for Boston in this series.
And with Jaylen Brown out, Toronto going some triangle and 2.
Point range. Kemba Walker all the way in, ran out of real estate. Turnover Boston. Anunoby having a tough time with the yo-yo. Long 3 for VanVleet. Back-to-back triples for...
Oh, and obviously would be a big, big lift for the Raptors.
Yeah, 3 for 12 for VanVleet in game 2 from three-point range. That's going to be a foul on Tatum. So, of that Western Conference semifinal round, TNT tomorrow, Bucks Heat. ESPN will have the nightcap, the Rockets and the Lakers. Houston holding on.
Tyson get back to the corner, and then great defense here by Jaylen Brown to get the block on VanVleet. This is 2 of the best defenses in the league. Toronto number 2, Boston number 4. Win, a good way to get going.
Back-to-back buckets for Siakam. 6-point Boston lead. Here's Toronto. VanVleet with a couple of 3-point hits, and I think Tice got a piece of that. Foul on the floor. It's going to stay on this in game 2. They went on a 29-9 run at the end of the third, into the fourth, and were able to come back. Remember, Toronto was up 12 in game 2 in the third quarter. Indeed, Walker, crafty, having to go up and over. Gasol can't do it. Now VanVleet in transition. Smart is on him. VanVleet scores with a left hand. Timeout.
The length of Jaylen Brown. He is locking him down at this point.
It's been an impressive defensive series and playoffs for the Boston Celtics. They've won 6 consecutive games. Brown now on VanVleet, and VanVleet, his eyes are watering. He's trying to get his wits about him. Siakam now. Gives it right back. VanVleet trying to turn the corner. Brown with him every step, and that's going to be an offensive foul. At 13 and 10 right now. He's been excellent defensively as well. Smart getting the Lowry assignment. There's the switch. Gasol, 4 touching on this possession, and another bad miss.
Able to hit one here. He needs to step up for his team if they're going to win this game, guys.
Yeah, and it was a tough shot, Rebecca. A little sidestep 3 that rattled home. He's got 20. Now it's VanVleet. VanVleet squares one.
Off the bench, but he mentioned that Cantor's role would be against Toronto's zone. That Cantor had had good success against that zone.
Allie LaForce will have the call for our second game tonight. Anunoby with a steal. VanVleet gives it right back. Marcus Smart returns a favor. Now Boston on the push. Smart all the way in. Bangs it off the glass. Can't convert. Toronto comes right back. Brown on VanVleet. Siakam with Tatum on him. Siakam for three. Got it. Pelicans remaining in this third quarter. Full court pressure is on. VanVleet takes a peek at the clock. Half court heave is up. And that'll take it.
That in the last couple minutes.
Toronto has struggled to hit shots, yet they made a couple big ones in that third quarter. You know they're desperate. You know they're hungry and capable. What's the focus of your defense to make sure that you don't give them any?
Lowry probing. Gives it to Siakam. Siakam drives. Pitches it back. Here's VanVleet once again. And VanVleet getting it cooking now.
He's sure in a year, and that's what they've got already tonight is 60. So good sign. Now they've just got to finish it out, continue to defend and knock
in the trailer as soon as we're done here tonight. Smart with Siakam right on him, gets by him. Oh, and a block by Ibaka. In transition come the Raptors. Here's VanVleet, powers right through Walker. Offensive foul.
That's why these are two of the top four defensive teams in the league.
Ibaka with 2 blocks. Here's Walker. Hesitation over Ibaka. Count it.
They'll match up once the ball's in.
Toronto 7 for 15 three-pointers here in the second half. VanVleet playing with 5 fouls. That's a long 2. And Smart with the rebound. Disrupted offensive set here for Toronto. Can they make something of it? And a hot pass. Too hot to handle for Gasol. Turnover. Here comes Tatum. Running the floor. Gives it up. Smart. Able to stay in bounds. And Brown hammers it home.
Instead of throwing up a bad shot, stayed on balance, pivoted, finally found Jaylen Brown on the cut.
VanVleet, long range 3 is up. Can't get the bounce. Smart with the 2-minute mark. VanVleet passed up a 3. Nothing there. Can't get by. Now Lowry does get by. Goes to the hole and scores a tough layup.
Who frees somebody up for a corner 3.
Toronto is in the penalty. No fouls to give for Boston. Now a 3-pointer is up and no. Offensive rebound. Anunoby back to VanVleet. They'll get it set up again. 2-point game. VanVleet. Oh, what a finish with the left hand by VanVleet. And we are tied at 101.
Nick Nurse wants a foul there, and I'm going to agree.